Hello, this is Victor's Uncasing. So today we'll have a video review of a product. It was a commission review. So we'll have to look at this product. It's Sony, the MW-ZX 505. It was been several years. It haven't updated any audiophile products of Sony. But this time, why I get this commission is that they told they have updated the software to a newer version. It was improved something about the shipping time and DBEE-HX update to DBEE-Ultimate. So we'll have a test by my PC, my sound card, and some other devices. So we'll have to check the playtime at first. It was an old version of software, so we can see. Let's check the version. System. And this version is the 2.0005. So the newest was the 4.00. So we'll have checked the playtime at first. So I'll have an earphone in 32 ohm and play for 1 hour to check how many battery life it has spent. So other tests will be based on 1 hour, and we'll play some PCM file. So music, yeah. You see, okay. The 44.1 kilohertz PCM in 16 bits, and the volume. Let's see. It's here. Will turn to a half, means 50. And we'll set everything off by the direct sound mode. So please remember the battery life was 100%. We'll play for 1 hour and left it here. Okay, let's see after 1 hour. It had been spent an hour to test the battery life. So we'll see the percentage after 1 hour. Oh, let's see, it's the 98. Oh, impossible. Let's see after update the new firmware. Will be to test the SE-HX function if it will be achieve fake high-res listening, and if it can make some shit to ears. So we have some audio files. A desperate man and storms on the ocean, and this tool is the 24 bits 96 kilohertz. It's real file. And then here are some 16 bits and 48 kilohertz. It was downsampled from the high-res file. So we'll use the function record to a new file. Here is 192 bits kilohertz and 24 bits. So we'll firstly play the storms on the ocean, the true high-res file, and we'll record. You can see it was very full, and how it will be goes. It will be mirror 50 kilohertz. Since it was something noise by the recording materials devices, so we can see the frequency range. It was more neutral. it had so many information here. After 20 kilohertz, it's over the audible range. And then I'll be to turn to the 60 bits, 48 kilohertz. We can see the high frequency was losing a lot of details. It was go to the more than 20. It's maybe about 24 kilohertz. It's empty here. So what we will do is the DBEE-HX wheel to see if it can be extend the ultra high and less change in audible range. So let's see. Magically things happen. It does really generate something over 24 kilohertz. It means in signal is the 48K. It goes over 48K, but it will be 35K maybe, less than 40K. It can be the shift something change, but not as well as the original. So we'll turn off and we'll see the original file. See the change. Okay, we can see the real file. The highest one had some higher frequency. So our interested in it will be to test the DBEE-Ultimate if can do better, because it was developed for several years and nothing had changed, and this time they give a new answer, the DBEE-Ultimate. So we'll see a software update. It was for the ZX 500 series. It must be used this software named Music Center of PC to update the file. It was updated 360 reality audio, and it was also told the DBE-Ultimate and better battery life. So I'll try. No, it's a day and just wait. It had spent a long time that our software had been downloaded and to be updated in the player. So we'll see. Is it finished? It was still checking. Maybe it's updating. So we'll start. And just wait. Finally, the software update has been finished. Let's restart. Just wait if anything surprise. Since the system has some new function, make some modification to the player, so we need some setting. It seems that nothing changed, but we will see. Well, DBEE-HX becomes DBEE-Ultimate. We'll test later, and we'll spend 1 hour more to test the battery life. In the past test, it has spent 1 hour and it's only 2% of battery had the cost. So we'll continue testing. Maybe it was too short the time I spent on the player, so it was still 98 for 1 hour play in the level of 50 using a 32 ohm earbud. So the battery life it's really long, so a little bit change is not important. I'll see the DBE-Ultimate if it's more effective. So let's see. Now we can see the frequency changed. This one, it's all the storms on the ocean. This part was the 60 bit and 48 kilohertz, and this part is also the same, but this one is the DBEE-HX. This one is the original, and this one is the DBE-Ultimate. So it was very few changed we can see, but the difference is for real high-res file in the high frequency is less detailed than the regenerate one. It was a fake detail, it was too much, and something can be told as noise. And this one we can see to analyze, it was a better performance because it had added up less distortion to the sound, and we can see the audible range. It's hard to tell, but we can still play longer, record for a longer time. Okay. You can see the red color, the density was a little bit lower than the DBEE-HX. The Ultimate, the frequency extent, it seems that a little bit better, but very few changed. But we can see the ultra high and the in-band. In-band, it can be seen as was inject more signals, more details inside the audible range, and here was less change in the audible range. It means that it was less distortion to be added into the signal. It was a good phenomenon because we can tell DBE-Ultimate will make something more likely we can really hear in a high-res file. So to compare with the original file, we can see here was some totally purple. It was very few information, but it was some distortion. So since the fake high frequency ultra high, it was generated from the in-band signal, so it will be look more perfect than the real one. It's normal, it's not abnormal. So I'll have a listen to test. To my surprise, it was really show something different, like what we see in the recording test. I can see less distortion and dental, and other unwanted signal was added in band, such as when I hear this track, it was a female vocal, so it had more dental when I use a DBEE-HX. But Ultimate, I just feel some airy, less sharp, less harsh sounding. So it was a huge improvement in my opinion. But we must know every signal to be added is fake, but generate based on the in-band audible range. So it was something really improved. But the frequency extension, it was not go to over 40K. Maybe it was considered by Sony. It is not necessary for most listeners. So it was good to know. But if it can be generate more higher frequency by its good performance for speaker system or other things, I think it will be very good. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe.